My next guest and I had quite a few battles throughout the campaign season over who we believe would be the next president. Take a look.
You're never going to vote for Donald. You're never going to vote for Hillary, but she's going to be your president.
We're going to be right back.
Coco, I'm bringing you on the week after the election when Donald Trump wins. All right?
All right. All right. I'm going to bring me the hanky. I'll be crying.
Yeah? You'll be crying?
I'll be crying.
I'll be laughing.
I'll be crying and drunk.
Liberal radio show host Coco Soodek joins me now. All right, Coco, you said you'd be crying and drunk. Are you drunk?
I am not drunk. I am hungover. My crying comes in fits and starts. Judge, let me tell you, I know how you feel. I felt that way in 2008. I felt that way in 2012. And I felt the way I feel today in 2004, and I do not want to rain on your parade. I want you to celebrate in this feeling because I know it feels good.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Coco. And you know what? I'm not going to rain on your tears either. But what I am going to ask you, Coco, is you were totally convinced that the woman, I mean, there was no way that she was going to lose. Why do you think she lost?
I think she didn't inspire enough people. Look, I don't actually think Donald Trump won this election as much as I think Hillary Clinton lost it. And I want to be really candid. I do think she is an honorable person. And I know that you don't believe it. I do. But I also think that she didn't inspire the people that Obama inspired. I think her campaign had a very, very bad strategy. I think she was very short-sighted. And I will tell you that I think my party,
Coco? Tell me what the strategy was.
Hang on. I got to say this. I think that my party, the Democratic Party, has failed in its mission over the last 25 years to be the party of the common man, to be the party that really stands up for the working man. And that is a function as much of the Clintons as anything else.
Back up. Coco, back up. What was her strategy? Her strategy was to trash Donald Trump. She didn't have a strategy.
And that was a terrible strategy because it didn't do enough about her. But look, I want to say something else.
There was nothing to say about her because she didn't have any accomplishments. No. Coco, we're going to have a nice chat tonight. I don't want to fight with you tonight.
Judge, I don't want to fight either. I want to say something, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Hillary Clinton's career in public life is over, okay? And we now have a new president, and I don't dispute that. He is our president. He will be our president. But I do want to say something, and this is really important.
Okay.
There are people who are not white, straight Christian males who are truly terrified for their safety right now because there are people who support Donald Trump who are going around and are terrorizing people, and these reports are coming out all the time.
Stop it! You know what, Coco? You know what? Donald Trump is not the president yet.
And you as a supporter, I'm not saying it's Donald Trump.
To come
you
out
as a supporter of Donald Trump and Donald Trump owe an obligation to this country to say something, to say that we need to be peaceful, and to say to your own people that we are all Americans and we deserve safety and peace. And you as a supporter owe it to this country to say it.
Election night, he said exactly that. He handled it with complete class and elegance.
People are being terrorized on the streets.
Has divided this country, Coco.
No.
People are being what? Then
forget it. Barack Obama is almost done. Barack Obama is almost done. Barack Obama is almost finished with his term. And what I'm telling you is, even if you don't believe it, there are people who are terrified of your supporters.
My supporters, Coco, let me ask you a question.
Donald Trump supporters and your supporters.
Coco,
and you need to denounce this now.
Coco, you need to stop. I spent 30 years in law enforcement. If someone is hurting you, you go to the police, you get them prosecuted, go to jail.
Yes,
stop blaming Donald Trump.
In a perfect world, that is the way you do it.
Trump,
there is a leadership problem right now.
On the floor, Coco. There is not a question on the floor.
Donald Trump needs to denounce this now.
My question is this. Barack Obama is the one who divided this country, and this election was a referendum on his policies, on his divisiveness, and what he has done to this country.
Let me answer that.
And that is why we are in this mess.
Let me answer that.
Answer it.
President Obama never stood up at a rally and said, hit that person, get him out of here. He never said that he wanted to build a wall and
you know what? We need to build a wall.
Most, a whole group of people. He never said
do.
he wanted to keep Muslims out of the country. Donald Trump has done all of that. Now, Donald Trump is the president of the United States.
You know why? Because some Americans are having the necks cut off by Muslim jihadists. So get over it.
That's not an issue.
I thought we were going to have a nice discussion.
Right now, there are Americans that are terrified. Do you understand that, Judge?
Yeah,
there are
they may be terrified.
That are being
Americans
terrorized
are
on the
terrified
streets.
too. And you know what? Here's the bottom line. You got a problem? Call the police. All right?
There are swastikas being painted on dormitories. There are hijab. People are being threatened who are wearing hijabs.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you, Coco Soodek. And next, Justice Goes to Hollywood. Two of Donald Trump's biggest celebrity supporters are standing by to talk about Coco. No, to talk about their reactions to election night and what they expect for a Trump presidency. Scott Baio and Stephen Baldwin are next. And later, I scoped out President-elect Donald Trump's new digs, the White House here in D.C. Justice rolls on in a moment.